Okay, hi, welcome anybody who's using our backyard. Here's some instructions for the umbrella here, the fire pit, and then over here is the grill. Pretty basic stuff all around. So one thing on the umbrella is that because it's so big, you want to make sure it's stowed when you're not using it, because even though it has 200 pounds of sand down here, this can tip over. So the way you store it, and then the way you open it, okay, this is a cable that goes around this to seal it here so it doesn't flap in the wind so much. When you're not using it, just clip it to itself, let it hang like this. This umbrella will extend like this out and back in. So this collar right here that's tight, I can't move it, that's loose, and now I can just take the back bar, move it up, screw it down so it's in place. Okay, can't do it anymore, and now we're gonna crank it open. So you see underneath there where the bottom is connecting up to the top now. Now it's fully extended, there's no click, there's no lock, you won't hear anything, it'll just be fully extended. So from there you can also rotate it if you want. There's a collar down at the base here, and if you wanted to rotate this out or back for some reason, you can do that down here.
Which you need to do when you light the fire pit.
Right, like when you light the fire pit. So you lock it back up when you're not when you've got the position you want. One more thing to show you is that mainly the way to keep western sun, afternoon sun, away from you is to bring it full extended, but all the way to the bottom. So this will protect, that's the west, this will protect you from the sun in the heat of the day. Now we put it back up all the way in, tie this tie down also here. Then we're going to clip it back to this. Easy peasy, okay? Fire pit. Fire pit cover. Don't put it on when it's hot. Wait till the next day till it all cools off. Inside here is the propane. First thing to do when checking this is to make sure the propane is open. You'll see it says open and close. Open and close. So open is this way. So you want to make sure it's open so that then you can light here the controls on this side. This is a lighter, but the lighter doesn't work. You have to press this down. You can hear the propane going, and you have to have a lighter attached to it, and just hold this down for 30 seconds. Wait till it gets going, and then when it's hot enough, it will take off on its own. So that's pretty easy. When you're done, don't put the cover on that night. Wait till the next day. Same thing on this. First thing to do is check open versus close. Make sure it's open. We turned it off because we had a leak that took all of our propane once, so it's just easier to make sure we close it all the time. This is really simple. You hear the click because that's the light. Each one of these has its own light. You don't have to use all of them when you barbecue. You can just use one or two, but this does get really hot. So it goes up to 650. The other night we did steaks at 600 and they were great. So it does get super hot if you want. And then here in the back, here's the scrub to take that all off. Okay, thanks, hope you have fun.